everybody, and welcome to the Chrissy B Show. Now, did you know that by wearing the right colours, you can affect your confidence and you can make yourself look a lot younger? So on tonight's show, we'll be discussing the importance of colour choice for both clothes and makeup. My guests tonight are Jules Standish, who is a personal colour and style expert, and someone she helped, Louise Ferguson, telling us about her transformation after she got some help from Jules. And we also have makeup artist Andrea Lewis. But first, let's have a word with our entertainment reporter. Hello, Bianca.
Hello, my darling. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
Now, what do you reckon? I'll ask the viewers. Do you think that what I'm wearing today suits me? Do you think it's the right colour for me?
Well, I've already heard what she said now a little bit, so I don't. It's
What do you think? Now, I'm up for anything. If I've got it all wrong, it's fine, because that's what Jules is here for today. So she's going to be giving me some advice later on.
I think you suit like bright colours. I think like.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
What? Don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Well, that's my personal opinion.
Oh, okay, go on then.
Yeah, I do think you suit like bright colours and purple.
I think you do.
Nice too.
You look lovely in bright colours.
Oh, thanks, kid. Yeah, I think purple suit you, and you've got like a bit of like a purpley sort of eyeshadow on as well at the moment, silvery purple. So yeah, it looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about the news.
So this week, a game show host shocked audiences by giving away abandoned babies to families as the grand prize to try and boost ratings on the TV show.
Which country was this in?
This is in Pakistan. So Amir Hussein's game show in Pakistan was giving away babies to childless couples, and he told one couple, "This is the beautiful girl thrown on a pile of garbage by somebody." So he was saving these children, or the children that had been abandoned, and then giving them to the families. Shocking, isn't it? So I was
shocking that they're just abandoned like that. But I suppose
know.
On one hand, it's like at least they're going to home, but then they don't do all the checks like they do over here in
Yeah.
England, do they? Like to make sure the family's okay and stable and we can provide. But I
it
suppose
does
better than
happen
being
here.
on a rubbish tip somewhere.
But it does happen here too. Remember on Monday, Lizzie's news that she told us about that little baby that was in the carrier bag left out someone's house. So that's, but she would.
But the fact that I don't see babies being given away, unless secretly, sometimes it does happen.
Yeah, they wouldn't do it so boldly on a TV show here, would they? But I was, I had mixed emotions on it. I was a bit like, at first I thought that's wrong, that's completely wrong. Then I thought actually, but he's giving it to couples that want children.
I suppose those that are really desperate for kids.
Yeah, as long as they've got
trying.
Yeah, as long as they've done the right checks. We don't know if that had been done, but if they were, then that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah. But on the other hand, it could be given to psychopaths.
That's
you
it.
just don't know, do you?
That's it. You just don't know. So that was really strange, really unusual. And conjoined twin girls are the centre of attention today, as they were joined at the abdomen. Can you believe that? Because they were joined at the abdomen and shared a part of their intestine before they had an operation in London to separate from each other. Despite being told their chances of survival were very low, they proved everyone wrong and celebrated their very first birthday today. And their mother Angela says the sisters were doing very well and they're very bubbly and have been crawling around and playing with toys. So happy birthday to both of you. It's lovely, isn't it? See, sometimes the doctors aren't always right, and in that case it did work out, didn't it? Bless them, they look so happy. And you know, so at the moment we're in the middle of a heat wave. I'm loving the heat. I've heard a lot of people complain about it.
It's not been that bad today though, has it?
It's hot. It was warm today earlier. I was boiling. Maybe I was just rushing around there. But it's been lovely. Have you enjoyed the heat, Chris?
I have. I was actually a bit relieved. Was it last Saturday that there was a bit of rain and it calmed down a little bit? I kind of enjoyed that, and that's unusual for me. I did enjoy it for a bit, but I do love the sunshine anyway.
Yeah,
but the thing is with me, I love all kind of weather. I will go out whatever the weather, even if it's pouring down with rain, I'll still go to the park. Yeah, and enjoy being in a cafe looking at the rain on the lake. Yeah, I love it anyway.
Nice. Indoors, not outside.
I've been outside with the big umbrella because I just love the sound of the rain. Yeah, I'm a bit like that.
Yeah, that's
I'm a bit weird.
It's a little bit strange.
For want of a better word.
We had thunder and lightning this week as well, didn't we?
I love that.
Did you hear it? You
love
like that too?
Yeah.
That scared me. It was a bit too loud. Because I was on the train at one point and it stroked lightning. Yeah. And I was like, me and one of the cameramen at the time actually were doing some filming for Chrissy B.
And don't make me sound evil.
We were scared.
Sending you out in the storm.
Chrissy sent us out in the storms. And the lightning it looked as if it was really close to the train. And like with all the electricals, I was one of the first times I was like, that is.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Poor us. So anyway, as I was trying to talk, what I was trying to talk about basically is that so if, for example, if I asked you this question, what if you were going to open a shop, what would you sell in it? So at this time of year, with all the sun that we're having at the moment, Chris, what would you sell if you had a shop? I was going to say ice cream, sunglasses, shorts, skirts, dresses, that sort of thing.
Factor 15 what do you call
Factor
it?
15 sunscreen.
Because apparently, I was reading this article, sorry to go to know something else. Buying factor 50 and stuff is useless because you're not going to stay out in the sunlight 50 times more than, because you know that the SPF works on how long you stand, according to the number, I'm going to get so confused now. According to the number, it's how much longer you can stay out in the sun before you burn. So if you've got factor 50, you're not actually going to stay out in the sun that long. So they said the maximum you should really get is 15, and that will cover you like for the whole day.
Oh, I didn't know that. Save that
It's
for
quite
our holiday show.
I'm really sorry if I got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read in the Daily Mail. Something like that, but look it up.
We hope so.
Yeah.
But so as it's really hot, so but Christmas has come really early for one store in Cornwall. They're selling Christmas items.
Oh, I think that's really strange.
Despite the holiday is not until another 5 months.
I think that's really weird.
So they say they've backed it up and said we found, oddly enough, that during the summer months when we get more visitors, people want to buy good quality Christmas products, and we do believe there is a demand for this.
What, people from abroad?
No, just everyone in general, just around the area. But they, you know, I did see a shop that sells just fireworks, and they close, and they only open around like bonfire night. I did see that shop.
I've seen that.
I think that's a bit much as well, because like it's a bit of a waste of a shop, isn't it? It's like you've got your clothes for like 11 months.
They just rent it for a little while. It's not a problem.
No, but they don't. They just close it for like 11 months, and then they open it for 1 month.
That's a waste.
So unusual.
That's definitely
they might just go on holiday. They mightn't.
Yeah, sure. Made so much off the fireworks.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a really funny story. So an armed robber has a little bit of a gentle side and has been arrested after he stopped mid-raid to take care of a crying baby. So Kojak Mister, and his 4 others armed with swords, guns and knives. You wouldn't think that he's got a bit of a soft spot. He broke into a house and held everyone hostage, and then the baby started crying with all the commotion, and Kojak said that he had a bit of a soft spot for children. He's got a child himself, and he admitted to police afterwards that he asked the mother how to make the baby stop crying, and obviously the mother and nan couldn't attend to the baby because he tied them up. So he said to the mother, how can I stop this child from crying? It's really upsetting me. And so he said, and the lady said, you need to feed him, he needs some milk. So
oh my God, she actually sent him to the baby.
Mid part of the crime, he actually said, sent him
I
to
would say, get away from him. Like, you don't,
I know, that's unusual.
Don't feed him, it's all right.
I didn't even think about that. She said she asked him. So he went over and he cradled the baby and rocked him to sleep, and he went back to bed again. And then the robber left with £3,000 worth of their stuff.
Oh no.
That's horrible, isn't it? But later on he did get caught.
Well, didn't even the baby, that's the main thing.
Yeah, at least he was kind
to the baby if you like them so much.
Yeah, but then he got arrested and he's now in prison, so shocking, isn't it?
Sorry, soft spot or not, you need to
exactly.
pay for what you did, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's so
How long have we got left?
How long have we got? Okay, have we got a bit of time
someone's
left?
speaking to my earpiece and I can't hear anything. But don't worry, carry on.
Okay.
Speak to me.
So also a thief was the thief this week. Also another thief actually. He was so keen to get his hands onto a pet alligator and risk his own life by stuffing him up his t-shirt. So police are now looking for the burglar who stole the alligator from a pets and things store in West Virginia. The animal was worth £195, and so basically the guy went into the shop and he got one of his friends to distract the sales assistants, and he stuffed the alligator up his t-shirt and just walked out with him. So Anthony Williams, a member of the staff, said that the man would have been very lucky not to have been bitten by the 3-month-old reptile. Babies have sharper teeth than the bigger kind, and he probably was bitten unless he found a way to hold the snout shut. And this is the funniest bit as well. So they found out who the thief was and passed the details on to police after watching CCTV footage. And also they realised that he was one of the regulars of the store.
Oh no.
Why would you go to a store that you usually go to?
Someone obviously haven't got much experience in robbing places. It
was like the guy with the that had that plastic bag on his head. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unbelievable as well. And then everyone could see him, couldn't they? And they arrested him. So 600 Rubik's cubes, speed cubers are going to from 39 different countries will compete at the weekend Rubik Cube World Championship in Las Vegas. Categories include solving the cube with one hand, with your feet and blindfolded.
Feet?
I know. So the current world record for Rubik's Cubes is 5 minutes and 55 seconds by a guy in Holland, Mats Volt. So Chrissy, I want to put us to the challenge and see if we can solve the Rubik's Cube. We've only got 2 minutes to do it, Chris.
Years. What, 2 minutes?
I'm going to try.
I was rubbish at you, Rubik's Cube.
Oh, Chrissy. Maybe today's your luck.
All right.
So let's see if we can if we can do it, Chris. Have you got yours?
I can't find. Okay, here it is.
So we've got just 2
I
minutes.
I was a child and I used these things. Yeah, go on in.
So let's go.
Okay.
All right then. I've never done this before actually.
It's kind of different doing it on live TV though. You sort of feel the pressure more. Okay, I'm going to start with yellows. I can't do it.
Yours looks like you're getting better than me. Oh, it's confusing.
You can carry on telling us some news stories, Bianca. Otherwise people are going to get bored watching us doing Rubik's Cube. Okay.
Oh no,
I think I'm getting it all wrong.
Oh, I'm rubbish at it.
Oh no. Hang on.
I've got 4. What have you got, Chris?
4 on each side.
Keep having 4.
Hang on a minute. No.
4 again.
Oh,
it's so confusing, isn't it?
No.
How long have
All
we
right.
got?
Anyway, while we're doing this, if you want to ask any, I can't do 2 things at once. I'm terrible. I've just
You can
realised.
multitask.
Should be able to on TV and everything. If you want to ask any question, oh look!
You done it,
Almost
Chris?
no. I'm just saying, just a little bit more colours. Okay.
Oh my
if you want to
gosh,
ask any questions about colour, you can email me on chris@chrissybshow.tv. I'm talking about colour that you with your clothes and your makeup and stuff. What will suit you and stuff like that. You can email me on chris@chrissybshow.tv. And if you want more information about our guest tonight, I can't concentrate and do the same thing, Bianca. You're cheating. Yes, for more information about the show tonight and about our guests, you can also visit the website chrissybshow.tv. I think I failed at this. I'm rubbish.
I've got.
If you guys
how many
really
did
got
you
it,
get
do
on
go.
one side? You got
1,
loads,
2,
Chris.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I've got 6.
I won just for this bit.
No.
Yeah, I won the challenge. Okay, that was a quick challenge. Okay, we're going to go to a quick break now. And afterwards, we're going to be talking to Jules Standish, who's going to be giving us some great advice about colours, and also someone that she helped, Louise, who is really, really grateful to Jules because it's changed her life. So join us after this.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back. Now, before we speak to Jules and Louise, let's take a look at what the people on the streets of London had to say about colours and what they wear.
Red.
And why is that?
Because it's warm, it's glowing, and it matches my skin tone and complexion, and I always feel good and happy when I wear red.
Yellow, no blue.
Yellow is blue?
Blue.
Okay, why is it blue?
I have no idea.
Just like it?
Yeah.
You know, I used to like really dull colours. As you can see, I'm in black because I feel as though that's just me. But recently, I've been coming out of my shell. I've been wearing like royal blues, coral colours. So I'm going to try start doing that, especially because it's summer. It's bright, so I'm going to do that, yeah.
Sorry, no, it's green. I nearly said blue because I'm a Chelsea supporter, so yeah, green and green.
Well, and why is it green then?
I don't know. I've always found it a cool colour, and perhaps, you know, it's like a stress relieving colour that you look at and it cools you down, but it's just a cool colour. I just like the colour, and I've got green eyes, so.
Blue.
And why is that? Is there a reason or not really?
No, I think blue's always for boys, I reckon. That's the way I was told anyway when I was a small child.
Blue sky, yeah, blue sky.
To wear on clothes, blue?
Yeah, to wear clothes. I think it's very nice.
And why is it blue? Is there a reason?
I think it's a very nice color. Yeah, I think it's very nice. It's just shine, Jose.
How does it make you feel when you wear it?
Oh, peacefully. I feel so peacefully with the blue color, yeah. So it needs to be blue, sky blue, because otherwise it's too dark.
Red.
Why?
Because it's hot.
I'd say white is my favorite color, but because of like working wise, everything's black, so you end up having all black to wear regardless, but I would say I prefer to wear white.
Okay, and why is that?
It just makes you stand out more, and it blends. I think it suits everybody's complexion as well. Maybe not everybody, but it does suit me, so I really like it.
That's great.
That's what it matters.
Okay, so let's see what Jules has to say about what our people said on the streets. So we have Jules here, and we also have Louise, and someone that you've helped recently.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the show, both of you. And I have to say, you're both looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
So Jules, what did you think about what the people said? Because a couple of them were talking about wearing black, and that was the only thing that they could wear at work and stuff like. What do you think about that?
Well, it's very interesting, people's association with colour and people's favourite colours. Men will often say that blue is their favourite colour, but actually, universally, blue is the most popular colour.
For men or for...
Just generally, actually, people tend to choose blue. When someone chooses red, that's quite an extrovert colour, and one of the women said it was hot, and men like to see women wearing red because it's a sexy colour. I wouldn't advise a woman to wear red for a job interview, for instance, because it can be too overtly sexual. You would wear red if you were going for a date. And if you wanted to be noticed. So generally extrovert people tend to like wearing red. And the interesting thing about red is that it is at the hottest end of the colour spectrum, and it does actually release the hormone adrenaline. So if you're needing a real energy boost, you're feeling tired, run down, red will actually do that for you.
I need to wear more red sometimes when I'm tired. Mind you, the sofa should sort me out, shouldn't they?
It should absolutely do the job, yeah, absolutely.
I might have to change its colour soon.
But black is also another very interesting colour because it is something particularly women tend to opt for because it's such a safe option. It's easy, it's simple. Women believe it to be slimming.
In black clothes. Really.
Yeah, but often women go into black when they go through emotional traumas, difficulties in their lives. They tend to hide in black. So whether it actually suits them or not is a very different issue.
Although a lot of women think that, because you used to wear black a lot, didn't you, Louise?
All the time, all the time.
And you kind of think, oh, everyone looks good in black, and they talk about a little black dress, but it's not always the case, is it?
Well, the interesting thing about black is that so many women do believe that it suits them, but actually as we age, black can be very, very detrimental to the skin tone and to the ageing process. It can actually age you by 20 years if you have it against your face. Wow. Yeah, it affects everybody differently, but if you have a warm skin tone, black can really seriously damage the skin. So most women don't know that. So a lot of people don't want to stop wearing black, and I would never say don't ever wear black. It suits some people more than others, but it is all about understanding then how to wear black and how to put some colour that suits you up against your face so that you can continue to wear black. But black's a very interesting psychological issue as well as a physical one.
And Louise, tell us about before your transformation. How was life before? What kind of colours were you always in, apart from black maybe? How was it before for you?
I used to wear an awful lot of black, dark blue, dark grey, just colours that really do actually, now I've discovered, drain my face. But of course at the time it was safe, and I used to wear them very high, polar necks, high neck dresses.
Yourself.
Well, yes, because you know my husband liked me in black, so you obviously want to wear what your husband likes you wearing, because you know that makes you feel good.
I tend not to sort of buy things that my husband doesn't
no,
like.
if your and if your husband says I don't like you in that, you pick it up and you think, oh, maybe I won't wear it.
Not,
And so that's, you know, it was only actually when I turned 40, and I was looking in the mirror and I sort of look at my face and I looked so tired and drained, and I put more blusher on and it didn't make any difference, and I really was starting to feel very low. My self-esteem was low. I was feeling not very confident, and in that respect black is actually very safe.
You hide in black,
you
don't
you do, and you'd go to a party and you know the majority of women are actually in black.
So what did you think when you met Jules and she said she started to show you different colours? Were you like, oh my God, that's too much, or were you...?
No, it was extraordinary actually, because the first thing Jules did was she put some colours against my face and then went back to black, and the difference was extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. My face suddenly lifted, I had colour, actually I looked younger, I did. And then when I started changing all my colours, people used to say, God, you look fantastic. You look so young, you look so different, you look great.
It's amazing, isn't it, just by changing the kind of colours?
Absolutely, and honestly, it's been transformational.
How does it make you feel now, sort of going out?
Confident, much more confident. And, you know, I know when I walk in a room, you know, if I've got a bright colour on, that I stand out, and that's, before I didn't want to stand out. Now I do, because people say, you look great.
And you do look great.
Well, thank you. And it's, you know, because I actually got some help.
See, it's a lot deeper, Jules, isn't it, than just sort of looking better, or it does actually change the way you feel about yourself, and it affects other areas of your life, even your relationships, everything.
It can do completely. I mean, colour it affects us emotionally, psychologically, as well as physically. And the colours that we wear actually should really harmonise with not just our skin tones and our faces, our hair, the colour of our eyes, but actually with our personality type. So if you were an extrovert person and for whatever reason had gone very into yourself because, you know, you've been through some kind of emotional trauma, if you actually get back into that colour that really suits you, some people have never been in those colours before, so they come out of issues and situations and go into colours that really suit them, and that they feel 10 times better than they did before they went through that. So it is all about actually working the colour into who you are, because if you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, then you look good.
It's so true, because sometimes, you know, when you sort of wake up and you're not really looking forward to the day and you're feeling a bit sort of drained, if you don't make an effort with your appearance, you don't put a bit of makeup on or anything, you actually stay like that. But as soon as you put some makeup on, dress up, put something nice on, it changes your mood.
It does.
And you're sort of like got more energy even.
Yeah, and if people say to you, gosh, you look really well today, that's normally because you're actually wearing a colour that really suits you.
Yeah.
And if you think that the average woman wears 15% of her wardrobe 85% of the time, and it's a complete waste. It's a waste of money and time. So actually it's really about having knowledge about what suits your body shape and the colours that suit you, because then you can build a wardrobe around your lifestyle, whether you work, whether you stay at home. So it's about actually creating a wardrobe that totally works for you. So when you open it, you've got all the colours that suit you, the styles that suit you, and then you can just mix and match. So it should all be in harmony.
From the wardrobe.
So that's why a lot of women choose black, because they don't have to think about it. They open the wardrobe and they just wear black. Cause
it can be a bit daunting though, can't it? Because sort of most women probably don't know their body shape.
No, it is very true.
I'm not even
and
sure
knowledge
of mine,
is,
actually.
yeah, knowledge is absolutely key, actually. And once you have that knowledge, it can save you a fortune, because you don't make those mistakes. And as we age, it's more important not to make those mistakes, because you know the detrimental effects of aging, you know, we want to try and counteract those. And if you can do that with colour, you know, you can do a facelift instantly with the right colour. So, you know, with all the cosmetic surgeries and everything, a lot of people don't want it and they can't afford it. So if you can do it any way you want to within your budget, how great is that?
Jules, how do you feel helping people when they come back to you and say, look, I'm feeling great, this has changed? How does that make you feel?
Do you know what? If I get one person saying that to me in a week, I just feel fantastic. I had a lady recently who came to me who was about to turn 70, and she was wearing all the wrong colours and was very upset because she said no one had ever complimented her. And I thought that was so tragic, that getting to 70 that no one had complimented her. But it turned out she was wearing all the wrong colours. So, and every time I put the right colour on her, she smiled, and she didn't realise that subconsciously that's what she was doing. And at the end of it I said, do you realise that these bright colours that I've put on you, you've smiled every time? And she said, did I? And I said, yeah, this is your new colour palette. And she went out, we went shopping, and she got rid of so much of her old stuff that was all wrong. And she rang me a week later and she said, I wore all the new things that we chose together. And she said, I got complimented.
Oh, so nice.
And that was it for me. I just thought, you know what, that's fantastic, because it is all about helping women to feel and look their best at any age.
It's so important.
At any age, so that's really
Now, Jules,
important.
after the break, you're going to be telling me and the viewers about what I'm wearing today, if it suits me, if I'm wearing the right colours. And don't worry, you don't have to sort of speak nicely or anything. You can just tell me straight. I can handle it. Or maybe I'm wearing the right colours. Who knows? You can give me a call and see what you think. 02076866300. You probably won't be brave enough anyway to call and tell me if I'm wearing the right or wrong colours. But also, I've brought in a few items of my wardrobe, and you're going to also tell me, you know, what will look good on me, and maybe add some colour and stuff to it as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
Great.
Louise, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I think it's brilliant what's happened.
Thank you.
It's wonderful. So join us after this.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back, everybody, to our colours show. Now, do you think I'm wearing the right colours for my skin tone? Jules, break the news.
Well, you actually have a very warm skin tone, Chrissy. So the colours that you're wearing tonight are cool. So they're not your best colours, no. You need...
In other words, I got it all wrong, which is just being polite about it.
Well, actually, to really bring the best out of your skin tone, I mean, what we're looking for is an evenness of the skin, for the skin to look healthy and hopefully younger as well. So that's what we're aiming for. So actually, for you, if you put some warm colours up against your skin, the oranges, the reds, the golds, you can wear purple really well.
Oh, purple, I like
Black
purple.
is not within your colour range. So the way you've got it away from your face at the moment means that you've got your own skin tone reflecting up against your face. So you get away with those colours. It's not that, you know, you don't look good because you look great, but the point is that I could make you look better, and I could make your skin look better by actually wearing warmer colours. So what you've got on the black with the blues, very cool. Okay.
And not for me. So I brought in a few items. Now, if you could maybe just talk through if these are good for me or
not.
Well,
the metallics have been incredibly popular, haven't they, for a couple of years now? And they're, you know, very, very easy to wear. They add a bit of glamour and glitz, but this has got silver in it, okay? Right. The reason that that I would be okay with you wearing this is because you've also got some coral. Right. So that's going to counteract the silver. Silver is predominantly a cool colour. Gold would be so much better for you. So that works for jewellery as well, although you've only got, you know, perhaps small pieces on. But actually, if there was a choice for you with a warm skin tone, you'd go for gold. Jewellery. So this is a lovely jacket, and you've got some coral in it. So bring the coral out by perhaps wearing some coral lipstick or wearing a coral top underneath, and then you'll warm it up.
Okay, lovely. That's exciting.
Now this is really good for you. This is a really good, because it's cream. Yeah. So it's much better for you than white. White is a very cold colour, and what white does is it looks for blotchy white patches on the skin, unfortunately. If you've got a warm skin tone, that's what it will do to you. On a cool skin, white's great, but for you having a warm skin, the warmer you can make things, the better, really. So anything with a cream or a gold base is fantastic. Right. So this, particularly up against your skin, I don't know if the viewers can see this, how lovely that is up against your skin, because it warms it up. So this is particularly good for you, and also because it's a plain neutral, you can put some really nice scarves with this. Right. I mean, looking at something like that, this is your kind of coffee and creams colour, which would be lovely, and if you put that up against your skin, you can see that's a great combination for you. Now this jacket is actually, it is blue, and blue is a more cool colour, but because it's away from your face, it's quite a good neutral for you. And by that I mean that it's not black, because black isn't part of your colour palette. Blue is a good colour for you to wear away from your face. But I would want to see you wearing quite a bright scarf with that. So I would want to put something perhaps that brightened it up quite substantially, to put a bit of red in there for you, some coral. Pink is...
See, I would never thought of putting these two together, but it does actually look really nice.
And if let's put that up against your skin.
I love that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And that's more dramatic, so it depends how you're feeling. You know, you're having a bit of a dramatic day. Cool things.
I have many dramatic days doing this show. But Jules, sometimes people might think, oh, but what if they've discovered now that they're wearing the completely wrong colours, they think, oh, but I can't afford to to revamp my whole wardrobe.
And most people can't. It's
but
impractical.
Having the scarves makes a big difference.
The accessories can change an outfit instantly. So it's not about rushing home and opening your drawers and just throwing everything out. But it is actually about looking and saying, that's a really good colour, that's great, I can wear that up against my face. But actually, if that's a bad colour, that's a cool colour, as in the navy blue, which is quite cool for you, but you put that bright scarf with it, and it's totally brightens up your face. So accessories, and you can get scarves cheaply, you can spend a bit more, but actually they are a brilliant accessory, and they're going to be major for autumn, winter again.
Great.
So
I can't wait for autumn.
Me too. Okay, now just looking briefly at this one, this is quite a pale colour for you. I'd much rather see you in stronger colours. But actually, again, you know, if we look at the scarf, and I know that you particularly like this colour, but if you put a really warm scarf on it, you've totally warmed it up. And if we put that up against your skin, hopefully everyone can see that that is a really great combination for you. So whilst that's a bit pale, we've strengthened it up with your lovely greens that you like. So that's very good for you. Now the one I need to pick out here is this one, because it really shows how the blue is it's just too cool for you, and it's too pale. So
I wore this on a show once, and when I watched the video back, I thought there's something wrong. I couldn't put my finger on it. Was it my hair? Was it the... I just didn't like myself, watching myself in this colour, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't realise it was the actual colour that was draining me.
Well, you know, it's interesting actually, because blue is it releases, we were talking about earlier, red and releasing adrenaline. Blue releases oxytocin when you wear it, so it's a natural calmant. So it calms down, so it's a very good colour to wear when you are presenting, because it calms you down, but also it's the colour of communication. So blue's a very good colour to wear when you're presenting, or if you're actually going into a difficult situation and you need to calm yourself down, job interviews, talking to lots of people, but it's the right shade of blue. And because you need warm colours, blue is never going to be your best. But there are shades of blue that are much better for you than this, that are warmer than this. Okay. So that's just one that's just a bit too cool for you. But this blue, on the other hand, is, you know, that's a much, much better colour for you. It's much stronger. It's got more of a jade feel to it. So, and jade would be really good for you, that green jade.
Yeah.
So this is a much better colour for you in the blue front. So if you want to go for blues, warm them up.
If someone has quite a pale complexion, what kind of colours do you think would suit
Pale
them?
complexions don't necessarily equal cool. It's really a matter of trying to find out for yourself, and I always advise people, if they want to find out what their colours are, to go to a very natural light, take all their makeup off, all their jewellery, have a white background behind them, or a very plain neutral background. Wear glasses if you need to, because you need to be able to see yourself. And then drape colours up against your face, and what we're looking for is an evenness of the skin. We're not looking for any highlights of any of the wrinkles, the lines, shadows under the skin, under the chin, and dark under the eyes. So we want an absence of all those negatives, and we want the skin to look healthy. The skin tone, having an even skin tone, is what people find the most attractive when they look at us. So that is the really key thing. So different colours, and if you need to have a friend with you, but really look at what happens to your skin when you put the colours up, and that's how you can do it for yourself.
Wow. I know, just talk us through maybe some of the other skulls, there's some gorgeous ones there.
Yeah, well these are, you know, all for you. You know, you look fantastic in reds. So the strong, vibrant reds would look amazing for you. Because your neutrals, you know, you can wear the browns, the chocolate browns and things would look lovely because it really harmonise with your hair colour. So reds are very good for you. Here we've got your brown and the lovely bit of yellow that I know that you like. Golden yellow. Yellow with the chocolate and a little bit of purple. That would be a fantastic scarf for you. Then we've got some reds with a more muted kind of purple, and then there's a brighter one for you. So you can just go a little bit brighter with that. And then what I think would look particularly great on you is the orange with the brown and the cream. So any of those combinations just to show the viewers how many different colours that you can wear, and you can choose. So if you say to me, I absolutely can't stand wearing lime green, you don't have to wear it. You know, you've got so many colours to choose from, but it is about getting the best colours for you.
Now, if someone really doesn't have a clue about where to start when it comes to colours, what can they do? What's the...
Well, I always advise people to start very, very slowly and not to spend too much money. So it's about getting a shirt or a t-shirt and not spending a lot of money on it, and see how you feel in it. You know, wear it as a camisole, a t-shirt, or a shirt, and see how people compliment you or not, and how you feel wearing it, because then you can progress on to putting more of those shades into your actual wardrobe. So that, apart from obviously doing the draping test yourself, that's the best way to do it. It's just to wear some of those colours, because as we go through the seasons in the year, the shops are full of different colours relating to each season. So it's a matter of finding which colours that you really love and feel great in and that look the best on you.
Now, we haven't spoken about men today, but let's give a little bit of time to the men as well tonight. What about men? How should they go? Is it the same sort of thing?
Well, it's more difficult for men in that obviously they haven't got makeup to camouflage any of the negatives that we do. Yeah,
although they do, some do wear a bit, don't they?
Yeah, some do.
Especially on this show. Anyway.
And also, men, when they're working, they have more of a uniform. So actually the uniform is suits. Particularly in the finance world. I mean, in advertising, they're a bit more expressive and allowed to wear things, you know, that they can choose. So a lot of men, when they're wearing dark suits, that's their uniform. So what can they do to express themselves, to bring some colour out and to make their faces, you know, actually look healthier? And so you have to, it's accessories again. And for them, it's all about the tie. So actually you can put colour into the tie, but again, it's about getting the right colour up against the face to make the skin look as healthy as possible. So yeah, for men, I mean, colour's universal. So everybody's skin tone, you know, is the same for men and women. But it is.
Do men actually come to you for advice as well as it mainly women? Really?
Yeah, no, they absolutely do, because a lot of men want to feel that the colours they're in, you know, are really suiting them. So it is important, just as important for men as it is for women, particularly in leisure as well. You know, it's not just. I mean, those men, they were saying they love blue, but there are so many other colours that men can choose from.
But I think one of the people said as well on the street interviews, that's what men wear. Yeah. So they think
boys wear blue and girls wear pink. You know, but actually, you know, there are loads of men that wear pink shirts with their dark suits and look fantastic in it. So, and actually going into autumn, winter, the colour is going to be pink. So we all need to get into some pink. Really? Absolutely, it is. It's going to be that. So there's a pink shade for everybody. So for you, it's more about the salmon pink, not the cool pinks. And for instance, for Louise, it's going to be much more about the bright pinks. Right. So, you know, being different, the pinks are going to be big.
It's so fascinating, all this stuff, isn't it? So, Jules, you're going to stay with us because after the break, we're going to be speaking all about makeup. We've got Andrea joining us, and she's done my makeup before the show. So she's been talking about why she picked the certain colours that she did, and also about the trends for this season as well. So do stay with us. You're not going to run away, are you?
I'm not.
Okay, so we're going to get more advice from Jules as well. So do join us after this, and if you want to ask a question, you can email me on chris@chrissybshow.tv.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back, and now join us on the sofa. We have Andrea Lewis, who's a makeup artist. Hello, my darling.
Hello.
You did my makeup before. Thank you so much. So tell me, why did you choose the certain makeup look that you did today for me?
Well, we talked about what you liked and what you were feeling today, and we wanted to do a bit of a smoky eye. So, but because of your skin tone, I started off with a bit of bronze, and then I added some more smokiness into it. And then just sort of bring it up to date a little bit. We put a little bit of green on the inner line.
Which you said was going to be really in this season.
That's how to sort of bring it up to date at the moment, is to put a colour, a bright colour, just to pop the eyes a little bit.
Do women tend to get foundation wrong quite a lot?
Foundation can be done wrong, yeah. It's quite easy to get it wrong.
What's the best way of choosing one?
I would recommend you go to a big store and get samples. Get them to help you. They are the experts. They know what they're doing. And try it out in a natural light as much as possible. Try it on the jawline first of all, and then blend it. It should blend in so you can't see. There shouldn't be an obvious line.
Okay, and what about trends then? What are the current trends for makeup?
I think this year colour is still there. I say we've talked about the eye, you know, just getting a pop of colour on the eye, on the inner lid. I think it's lovely. There's some really, really electric blues, greens, purples. They're all really, really current this year. And then moving on to lips. Lips are orange, pink, red, as bright as you want them to be.
And what about nails? Because sometimes people are a bit reluctant to wear makeup. They're not used to it. It's not comfortable for them.
I think if you're a little bit nervous about too much makeup, or you don't feel that you can really wear a really, really bright lip, then a bright nail colour can be great.
I love red nail varnish.
Red is great, yeah. There are loads of different reds.
I went for something different today, just to be different.
But you've got quite a bright lip, so the more neutral now is lovely. But yeah, I think a bright pink nail varnish will really lift anyone, I think.
Okay. Now, Jules, people can also get makeup completely wrong, can't they? But actually, before you tell us about that, what do you think about what our Andrea's wearing?
Absolutely fantastic. Spot on colour for you. I would put that in colour on you as your top colour, I have to be honest.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and you see the fact that your makeup's harmonising with your colour top is just fantastic.
Yeah.
So to me, you would be one of my perfect models.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. Do you know, actually, because you, if you don't mind me telling the viewers, you were wearing a black top before. And
yeah,
you changed
yeah,
into
for work,
this.
yeah.
And when she walked in the room with this, when I saw her, I just thought, wow, you just look gorgeous. I mean, you looked lovely before, but it just brought out your features, your eyes, everything. And I really thought, wow, she's really got it spot on.
Yeah, we have to wear black. I tend to wear a lot of black for work because it's practical.
Yeah.
And in studios, you tend to wear a lot of black. But yeah, it's nice to put a colour on.
Yeah.
Every now and again.
Well, it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us about people that get makeup wrong then, Jules, because you can get the outfit right and you can be wearing the right colours for you, and then just maybe spoil it all perhaps with the makeup.
Well, yeah, because you know the colours that you wear on your face should harmonise with the colours that you're wearing, and that doesn't necessarily always mean wearing orange with an orange top. But actually, when you get the colour palette right, you can wear makeup that is exactly, say, how you've done yours. Now, I could put all the different bright, warm colours on you now, and they would go with absolutely everything in your colour palette. So bright greens, turquoises, all those really bright colours would totally suit the makeup that you've got on because it's spot on. So that's what it's all about. It's about getting the whole harmony right. And it's also about hair colour as well. Hair colour is really important, particularly as we age. And we start dyeing our hair, or perhaps we've started a lot earlier in some cases. But hair colour is really vital because you don't want to go too cool if you've got a warm skin tone, because then it will wash your skin out. So actually it's about making sure that your hair colour is
Do you
sure
think
you find the
Andrew's
same
hair
thing.
colours? I think
Yes, because it's a warm golden colour. Now, if Andrew was to go more ashy coloured, it would wash her skin tone out.
Yeah.
So hair colour is very important as well to get right, and that's obviously down to having a good hairdresser actually and knowing. But I would actually advise someone who's got warm skin tone, warm hair colouring, to keep it warm. So if you're going to have highlights or lowlights, it's all about keeping warmth in there. And equally with a cool colouring, you'd be cooling everything down and not warming it up.
Would that be for me as well, like the warm
You've got warm,
colours?
so for you, you'd need to keep the copper colours, the reddy colours, anything with warmth in it. You couldn't go particularly blonde because it would be too
I had
light
blonde
for you.
highlights once. It really, I didn't like it. No,
you need to keep it.
It didn't suit me.
Warm
My
and
husband was
rich.
like, he was just behaving really oddly around me. And he goes, I feel like I've got a different woman, and it's not. He didn't feel right about it.
No, it wouldn't suit your skin tone.
No, it didn't. I didn't like it. Although some people said it was alright, but it wasn't good. And Louise, what about makeup with you? Since you changed sort of your clothing and everything colours, did you also change the makeup and stuff?
Yes, because I was wearing fuchsia pink lipstick all the time, and that's the one colour I can't wear.
Oh, really?
I, of course, I had no idea. So there was me with my black dress up to here and my fuchsia pink lipstick. It wasn't looking good. And so now I wear the corals, the sort of more muted colours rather than, you know, bright dark reds or bright pinks or anything. So yes, it has changed. And it's softer, much softer.
Yeah, it's all about being softer. I think even the brighter lips, like if you wanted to go for a red or a pink lips, if you just wanted to even blot it in with your finger, so it's really quite light, quite smudgy, it's not really, really bright, it just looks much more natural, much muted, that can really work as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Andrew, with people that maybe don't have much experience in using makeup, what would you recommend the top things that they should have in their makeup kit? To begin with, maybe they're not too used to.
I think, I mean, you don't want to go spending tons of money. That would be the first thing. Don't go onto beauty counter and let them sell you everything that they want to sell
Which they
you.
will try.
Which they will, of course, try. But just some basic things. A really good foundation. But again, get them to try it out on you in natural light. I think really good mascara. I think a nice eyeliner and a really good lipstick.
With the foundation and mascaras, obviously, I don't know, some people say it doesn't matter about the price, the quality, it doesn't have to be great, or would you... But I've heard with foundation, you should...
With foundation, I would always spend money on foundation. Always.
More than the other stuff.
Yeah, because some of them actually have got so much in them, they're actually really good. It's like using a skin cream on your
really?
face, So it's worth spending money on a foundation. I think mascaras is a bit debatable, because they all have a shelf life of about 3 months, so they kind of lose their oomph after 3 months anyway. So I probably would go middle of the range for mascara.
Okay, so good foundation, nice
essential.
Middle of the range mascara possibly. What else would you recommend?
And then I think a really good lipstick, the good staying power. It's worth spending a little bit more money on lipstick, I think, because they will stay longer and they will keep longer, and the colours are truer.
Okay. And what about primer? Would you? Because sometimes
I
ask
love a primer.
different people about that, but it's like
I love a primer, but I think it's all about starting from scratch. Get your skincare routine right, get your skin looking as best it possibly can. A primer does help your makeup last all day, and if you've got any little imperfections, little open pores, it will just
tell us about open pores, please. Sorry, I hope I'm not the only one here with open pores, but I just how do we deal with that?
A primer.
Yeah,
a
just
good
a primer. Anything else that we can do apart from...
They kind of they're not easy to get rid of, no, but the best way to do it is just to put a primer on first, and they'll just smooth it all over, and then you put your foundation on the top, and they should just disappear.
Okay. You make mine disappear today.
I do.
I'm giving away all my secrets today, but it's okay. Now, back to Jules a second. Jules, if people need your help, what's the first thing that you normally do with them? What's the first? Is it just a chat first of all to see how they feel about things? How do you normally?
If people can't, people can't get to see me. I actually did write a book a couple of years ago called How Not to Wear Black.
Oh.
So, which actually details all the different types of personality types and the different eye patterns, which is, I know what I.
She was examining my eyes before with a torch.
Because the pattern and the colour of the eyes will tell me what the skin tone is, and a bit about the personality as well. So that basically tells everyone how to do it, because I can't get to a lot of places. I can't get everywhere.
You do talks as well, don't you?
I do talks, yeah. I enjoy talking to people about colour because it's not just about the colours that we wear, but it's about the colours that we surround ourselves in at home as well, you know. So it's a lifestyle thing, colour, so it's important.
This topic is huge, isn't it?
It is
so
huge.
much to
yeah,
talk
there's
about.
a lot to talk about. Yeah.
I'm feeling so colourful today and I can't wait to change my clothes and put the right colours on. Ladies, thank you so much. It's been fantastic. I said goodbye to you before, but I brought you back on the sofa, but I just love the colours and everything, so I had to bring it back on. Thank you so much. And ladies and gents at home, if you do want more information about anything that we've spoken about today, do visit our website, chrissybshow.tv. All the guest information will be up there. And remember, it's never too late to change. If you've been feeling a bit down in the dumps about how you've been looking and feeling, you can change. And if you want advice, do email me on chris@chrissybshow.tv and I'll put you in touch with people that can help, including our guests here tonight. So thank you for watching. And it's Friday, isn't it? Yes, it's Friday. I always get the days wrong. It's terrible. Yes, Monday is all about inventions and people that start things from absolutely nothing. So maybe sometimes people say, oh, you know, you need like a particular service or a good and it doesn't exist. Most people will just say, okay, it doesn't exist, so I'll just forget about it. But there's others that will do something and create that thing that's missing from the market. So we're going to be speaking all about that on Monday. But do have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and a colourful one too. And we'll see you again next time on the show. Bye-bye for now.
How do they feel?
I can't even put them on. Okay, so I'm ready for... I shouted, sorry. All right. It's because you're far away from me, so I feel like I have to shout. Oh! Oh. Leave me alone. I'm not talking to you. Okay, I've done it one more time, Bianca. That's it.
No, Chris.
Yeah, but you said one more time, please. I'm standing on my own. There, I've done the challenge. I stood on my own. Forgotten how to do this. I don't want to stop the frog because it's so cold. Okay. If you want to get in contact with... Who?